processor type, you can see in the market there is just two processor available in the market. One is Intel, one is AMD.
AMD.
Yeah, AMD.
AMD. Okay, yeah. AMD is the old one, right?
Yeah, Intel, that's the old
Mm.
one. Mostly, earlier, mostly AMD was used in server operating system, the rack server operating system. But nowadays, the people are using the AMD in desktop as well. AMD coming into the laptop as well.
Mhm.
But compared to the Intel, mostly you will see AMD have the hitting issue. I mean, it's hitting a lot compared to the Intel. So most of the time you will see people are using Intel. All the company are using Intel, not the AMD. AMD mostly used in the server rack system, server operating system, server side. And but of course now Intel have Xeon processor. So most of the market is captured by the Intel, not the AMD. You will see everywhere Intel, 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 Intel.
Yeah.
Yeah, even we have the data center, and I really don't see single processor of the AMD that
Mhm.
completely Xeon processor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Xeon processor is Intel only.
Yeah, Intel only, right. So Xeon processor used server side, the
Okay.
data center side, and you can see here Intel Core i3, i5,
Mm.
i7, and i9. We are using this at client side, like Windows 10 operating system, and
Okay.
Xeon used in server operating
Data.
system.
Okay.
So Intel start from Intel Core Solo, then Intel Core 2 Duo. I mean, earlier it was like Pentium 3, Pentium 4, but I have not added those. So at
Mhm.
least you can understand Intel Core Solo. There were 32-bit CPU. Then this one also 30-bit, 32-bit. 64-bit is started from Intel Core 2 Duo. Then Intel Quad Core, Xeon, Dual Core, Intel Xeon. These are server side processor. Core i3, Core i5, Core i7, Core i9. Now we have generation in Core i3, 5th generation, 6th generation, 7, 8,
Mhm.
9, 10, 11, 12. Now we have till 12 generation in all nine.
Mhm.
i5 will have from 4th generation to 12th generation. Core i7 will have 4th generation to 12th generation. Core i9 will have 4th generation to 12th generation.
Okay. So which one is the best one? Obviously the highest one.
i9, yes.
I9. Okay.
But of course, I mean, the work we do on regular basis, this Core i5 would be very sufficient, because let's see, you bought i9 operating system, i9 processor laptop. That
Mm.
that will cost more than 1 lakh rupees in India, right? And
Mm.
you just using Microsoft Word, and you just using Photoshop, not any 3D rendering application. You are just
Mm.
using application, two, three application at a time. You are not multitasking. I mean, on the desktop, you really don't have bunch of application opened at the same time. And you just
Mm.
bought i9, so there is no use of it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you are using general application and you bought i9. What is the use of
Mhm.
it? So company, think first. They think like, what kind of application we use in our organization, and
Mm.
what capacity we need, and how much RAM, how much processor. So they first test, and accordingly they order either i5 or i7. I3 you will never see in the company, but i5, i7 you will see. Even i9 is not there,
Okay.
because i9 is for i9 is for higher end user, like they are opening lots of application at the same time, and that will need more processing unit. That's what they need i9. And there is difference. If you use i3 and after that you will use i5, you will see the difference in processing, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
i7 is best nowadays, because it has more frequency in gigahertz, and more processing power to open the application and do the work. So considering i7 is best right now, but of course for the home user, i5 just a fine. I mean, it's fantastic. i7 why needed in the company? Because in company we have a lot of policies. When you power on the machine, it will go through a lot of policy, a lot of checks in the back end, and that will require more power to process fastly, right? In
Mhm.
home computer, nothing is running in the back end. So why you need
Yeah.
that? i7, why you need that? Core i5 and what I say, the 16 GB RAM should be more than enough to perform any task at the home. But of course, if you are the user who need more power based on the application, you need to buy i7 32 GB RAM or 64 GB RAM, or you need to buy gaming laptop, because gaming laptop hardware is very good compared to the normal hardware, because gaming laptop hardware, like motherboard, have more power
Oh,
than
yeah.
the normal. Then it
Yeah.
has the graphics card, and then the more cooling power they use in gaming laptop, but not in the normal.
Yeah.
So it depends what you are going to work on the computer. Based on that, you can buy.
Okay.
Yeah,
So mine is Intel iCore 3,
i3.
i3.
Right. So let's say if you are opening any 3D application, like example, CATIA is the application for it's a designing application in 3D. When you open
Mm.
it, your machine will go like 100% CPU utilization.
Okay, okay.
Let's say you are building a virtualization lab in your i3 laptop. Maybe I'm not very sure if i3 will support the Hyper-V. I mean, the virtualization that is called VT-X something is there in the BIOS, that should be enabled. If that features is not there in i3, you will not able to, you know, uh, configure virtual machine on your laptop.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say i3, I mean it's a very limited edition to work on all the applications. So at least if you have i5, you can perform max of the task of the application, but not in i. Depends. Nowadays we have i3 11 generation, 12 generation. So maybe these processor also will have all the features like we have in i5, but I'm not very sure. That we need to check. And how we
Okay.
are going to check what feature i3 have, that I'm going to tell you short.
Okay.